That's a good football name.
It doesn't look like the Buck Buchanan I'm familiar with. But that'll work. On the run out. Out across the 25. This is Lockett. Sterling Lockett gets the ball out. Jackson, 293 yards a week ago. He's going to have to improve on that. Didn't get anything.
They're defending for the run, though, with a single high safety here, so they're expecting run. Wow.
It is a pass. Four-man rush. Johnson spits it out. Easy pitch and catch. That's a first down. Jerron Tibbs moves the chains. Carry, and again, tough sledding for Jackson.
So the defensive coordinator is doing a wonderful job. Watch him. He's bringing guys and bodies around the boxes and then giving them latitude. Now, what you got to be careful from is getting displaced, right? You don't get displaced on that particular play.
Byard came into this game with 84 tackles. Big motivation for him today is to get to 100. That would be a huge defensive day if he could get 16 tackles. Johnson, with fantastic speed, gets to the edge and makes a bad play a good play.
They backed off those numbers off the line of scrimmage. They're going to play zone in the back.
Dump down. First catch by a tight end in our ball game. Catch is made by Will Ancio. Gain of 9. Jackson. First time outside the tackles, and it's a thing of beauty. Jackson has the first down and a bunch more. And all of a sudden, open country.
And they've got power look here, working with the tight end underneath the lead blocker, and you got your off guard pulling as well. When the first guy misses, this guy right here is not small, right? You know, Kansas State usually gives you those Deuce Vaughn, the Darren Sproul type guys, 5'9". So.
Third down and 7, run. I don't know if weather's the issue for not kicking a field goal, but they're going to go for 4th and 5.
They got the strong to this side right here. They can get him.
Johnson. Caught. That'll be a first down. First catch for the tight end, Lofton. Jackson forces way in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, Jackson's well on his way. 293 last week against Utah with a power blocker in front of him, tight end, various sundry forms of tight ends that he'll use in this scheme. Yep, 4 and 9 are the guys that look for to get the production at the wide receiver and then the slot receiver position.
Second down and 7, quarterback keeper. Salter lunges forward. But if you're Newsom, I guess you'd rather be beat inside than outside.
Absolutely.
Third down and 1. Power football, and the Buffaloes get it. Micah Welch moves forward. First carry for Welch, and the chains will move. Second down and 9. Salter complete right to midfield. That'll bring up third down and short. Inside run. Hayden didn't get there.
Let's see if they run it.
Keeper. Salter didn't get there. Maldonado rips him down, and a flag is on the field.
You don't have anything that's courage comes from demonstrated ability.
Hayden pushes out to the 30-yard line. Alan Hayden Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee. Gain of 5 yards. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Second down and 6. Salter splits 2 defenders. Little dead leg, and he's got the first down. This guy's shifty.
That's pretty strong.
Miller has replaced Hayden in the backfield. Salter drops back, looking for help. None's coming. He goes down. First man to get there, Quay Moss, and it'll be a loss. Someone's mouthpiece came flying into the air. Blocked! A Kansas State blocked field goal. They've been doing that for years. A Bill Snyder special. A blocked field goal.
That's what they do, and you nailed it, partner. It's in their history. It's in their DNA.
By not playing, he still has 4 more years of eligibility.
Absolutely. We'll kind of unpack a little bit more after this play here.
First down to this drive, and just getting back to the line of scrimmage
of Juju. With anybody else who's going to play right now, it's about managing the players right now in this new mobile era that we are in college football. He's got to establish himself in the minds of the professionals.
Third down and 6. Salter wants to throw.
Nice.
That's his best pass of the ball game.
They had taken themselves out of the play and left it wide open, and he still dropped it.
Not much doing on that offensive line. And dragged down is Miller. Another tackle by Gabe Powers, the transfer from Ohio State.
Well, watch him. Number 39. They mount him, and he still gets in there some kind of way.
Hayden's got it. And he actually didn't go down in the first tackle. He was actually bouncing on a body. Inside run, Hayden. I don't think so.
Wow.
Still pushing. Will they give him progress?
I think the side judge put him down before the push, but the insurge.
Lately, their explosive plays have come in the running game, not the passing game. Nice. Hey, there you go. First down. Pitch and catch, Sterling Lockett. He had that fantastic Kansas State last name.
It's right there. Intentions known. Got great protection, back leaking out late. Sits it down right inside. Doesn't get too greedy. He's got a couple of bodies flying around him, trying to rob him.
Second down and 8. Johnson back in the gun. 4-man rush.
Nice.
And he's caught from behind. That's some good hand strength. Jaheim Otis. Toffik Byard on the edge showing blitz. He's coming. They go the other way. It's complete on 3rd down and 9. And just short of the line to gain is Jerron Tibbs. It'll bring up 4th down and short.
Jumbo power.
And no, not at all. Wonderful job defensively. Keaton Wade blew it up.
Edge. Watch him miss this tackle right here. He's in the backfield, right? The big fella. Watch the pressure come off the edge underneath him, and he just lets him go past him. Whoop, just misses. That's it. I don't care. When they finally put you in the backfield, you got to be able to see that make the play.
Timeout on the field. 6:26 remaining, first half.
Uh-oh.
Salter tucks it under his shoulder, gets out close to the marker. It's going to be 4th down and a yard.
Well, the roster overhaul is at the root of all of it.
4th down, trying to get to the outside. And what a burst by Micah Welch. I thought he was dead to rights all over. Welch.
Purnell.
Blitz. It's picked up. Salter heading the wrong way. Just a upper grabs ball. That'll be the easiest interception of the season.
Donovan McIntosh was sitting back there in that safety position, man. Man, a mallard floating up there in the air. Pressure from the backside. Love the fact that you're designed to run away from that pressure. Leave him unblocked. But, man, you got to put a little bit of something on it.
That could have been the wind.
Yeah, the wind got it. You're absolutely right.
That's got to be. Dylan Villarol leaves the field. And caught in the backfield. Going nowhere, Antonio Martin. He is stormed by London Merritt.
Watch number 44 come off the edge. He's down on all fours, and boy, he reads and reacts fullback and tight end /H to affect the numbers. When people are able to stack the line of scrimmage with bodies, it's just physically tougher to get through there.
Martin had a chance. He was a shoelace away.
When you're able to get them out 4, 3, 2, and start reducing the number of possession, you're in the wheelhouse.
Good catch. Stringing out of the backfield, this is Hayden. His best drive of the day. He gets out to the 40. That's a pickup of 24.
Yep, inside zone read. You got help here with your tackle and you're off guard, pulling. You know, they'll see those yards in the back end, but, you know, the closer they get, they'll tighten it down with numbers.
Done deal, Mike Hill. Thank you. You've been excellent all season long. Staying on the ground, this is Hayden. Starting to get his legs underneath him. Had 24 yards a moment ago. This one is
nice bat.
Still be able to complete. That's Miller with the catch. Omarion Miller. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short. Clock continues to move.
Well, we figured Omarion out there on the outside comes underneath this on a nice in cut. Does a wonderful job of pulling that ball in and completing it.
3rd down and 1. Blitz. They run right into it and get the first down. Some commitment there to the run game. Dallin Hayden. Under a minute to play here in our second quarter.
Nice blitz.
Salter! Purnell gets him. It has been an adventurous first half for Wes Purnell, the senior.
Mike linebackers as well. Watch him come from depth here, right? So you'll see number 32 is involved in it. Well, he switches, and they have what they call a scissor stunt. When they crisscross like that, that's a scissor stunt. And if you're engaged with one guy, you don't
in field goal range. And that's what they're thinking. Dump down. They've got their 10 and a bunch more. Miller.
Wow.
Stepped out of bounds inside the 5. Omarion Miller with a big play.
Yeah, we talked about all of what they lost, again, through attrition and losing a Heisman Trophy winner as well, a two-way player. Now here's a one-way player that's able to make something happen as well, man. I don't know what, trying to get a single matchup here.
Oh, they run
Zone. Good.
And it works. It works. That's a roll of the dice. It works. It's going to be a touchdown for Michael Welch. First touchdown of the game for Colorado.
Tiptoes expecting them to go to the wide side of the field and get a single matchup with their wide receiver, who is their most prolific.
So it's a loss of 5. Buffaloes have one timeout to work with. Blitz. Salter. Did he? Not quite. Short of the line to gain. That's Mathis down at the half-yard line.
Position on this Colorado Buffalo team. Deion Sanders has got to find some solutions.
Designed quarterback draw, and it fooled no one. Ryan Davis has had a nice ball game. Also in the mix, Malcolm Alcorn Crowder.
That buck position, that's the outside linebacker. Watch number 52 down. He comes down, and he totally ignores the pulling guard from the other side. Trash and makes an outstanding play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Playing with a little bit of pace now. 2nd and 12. Salter. He can run. He's got the first down. And Salter out to midfield.
Wow, that's impressive. Corey, number 47, watch him when he goes upfield. Once he turns his shoulders upfield, and this is one of the things that he can do. He's a legitimate dual threat guy. He turns upfield, and it's just like he's tagging him, right? Man, you got to go get that guy.
Dallin Hayden back into the game. Salter again leaves the pocket. Lowers the shoulder and gets the first down.
Well, Daniel Cobbs popped him pretty good, and man, you know.
First down at 10. Tight end Atkins got it. Breaks the tackle. Inside the 35. 3rd down at 3.
3 down linemen, 4 up front, 4-man rush.
Nope, not going to get there. Hayden spun down. They're going to go for it. 4th down at 2. Inside run. And I don't think he got there.
Wow.
Hayden pushed the pile, and I don't think he got there.
He may have about 6 inches short, man.
472 rushing yards a week ago. An 1/8 of that so far in our ball game. And that's a good start. Joe Jackson stepping out. 8 big yards. Design quarterback run and nowhere close.
You've got the playing time for the other transfer sophomore behind him. Now give this guy a little bit. You're not going to any bowl games. This is good management right here.
Staub has started before this year. Started a game against Houston. That'll be another negative play as the defense. Wildcat showing blitz. Here it comes. Salter. He's been impressive running the football. This time pays the price. A couple of tight ends in the game, and they choose to throw it. Johnson gets it out. Will Swanson across the 40. Moves up next to Johnson. Keeper. Johnson hasn't run quite a bit today, but he gets to the edge and leans over the line to gain.
Underlook with a little soft spot over here on the right side.
Play action. Deep drop for Johnson.
Nice.
And a nice crossing route results in a first down to Jerron Tibbs.
Watching him pass some guys off from the inside slot position, the short motion, and then the shallow crossing route, just drifting, got a natural pick inside.
Play clock's down to 4. Jackson to the 5. Did he?
Yep. I thought he did.
47 to Stuffleby, 99 to Seumalo. And they give it to Jackson. He rides behind the seniors for a touchdown. Playing on offense, and they lead the way for a touchdown.
Watch 99, Seumalo, the big fella, right here. Boom! You're not going to stop him, man.
Conference USA MVP in 2023 as a Liberty Flame.
Yep.
Got there. That'll be a first down.
Looked like it took a minute to get to Brown there, but it kind of dipped just a little bit. I'm trying to assess. I'm not going to say fully what I think of his arm just yet. But that ball looked like it had a rope on the end of it. You know, just kind of died on the back end. You want that ball to be on a line.
First catch, Sincere Brown this afternoon. Micah Welch to the left. Designed rollout. Complete. Out to the 27-yard line. Quarterback Johnson's only run it 4 times for 12 yards. He's always a threat. Hands it off to Jackson. And Jackson has a first down. For Joe Jackson.
Reverse. Look, fake reverse.
Fake reverse. This is Moss. And Moss running hard. Crosses the 40. It's a pickup of 8 yards. Johnson. To the edge. Out of bounds. Still a windy day. Keeper. Johnson. Close to the line to gain. It'll depend on the spot. Tight formation.
Oh.
Johnson
Nice
can run it.
job.
Yep, easy. First down gain for Johnson. Made a good decision. Was thinking big play, and then just said, you know what, I got 5 easy yards. We'll keep the game clock rolling. So Barnett will be the quarterback. He's got Johnson next to him. Now they split Johnson out wide. Barnett has not thrown the ball this year as a quarterback, but he has run it extensively. Jackson. He'll be 2 yards short of the line to gain. Barnett's back in at the quarterback spot. 3rd down and 2.
Do his Colin Klein impersonation.
Barnett able to get the first down. I think he saw a ghost of mid. Jackson, full head of steam. Down to the 17.
This is going to be pressure for Colorado to score quickly if he makes it.
Center cut. Can't do any better than that. Luis Rodriguez makes it a 10-point lead for Kansas State. Salter. Longest pass of the day. Where you been?
Wow.
It's complete. Miller's got it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, Donovan McIntosh is the right cornerback. I'm not sure how he got him behind him, but again, he pulls up and just slings this up, and he leaves it up just enough where his receiver can go right in that middle space right underneath.
Salter escapes. Pump fake. He's got the first down all by himself. Caden Salter working the dead leg. Picks up 10. 1st and goal. Welch to the 2. Maybe the 1. They're going to go for it. Tempo. 3rd down.
That's it.
No problem. Touchdown. Easy 6 for Micah Welch.
Well, that's where the hole was on the previous play that he was on. Offensive end was down. You got a similar look here. Just take it right off the edge, man. Kick out block. Don't need a lead blocker. Talent every year.
Kansas State, can they answer a drive with a drive of their own? Jackson, forced out of bounds. That is the youngster Isaiah Harge, who plays both ways. Jackson trying to chew up some clock. He's got the first down. That's vintage Joe Jackson.
Clock right there. Jeremiah Brown's trying to get him number 42. And again, not before he's got at least 9-10 yards almost, man.
Another chance. Jackson.
I can hear old Frank Broyles saying, look at those thighs, Keith.
Jackson, full head of steam. Best run of the day. Out across the 45 to the 43.
He's absolutely amazing to watch.
Got to give it to Jackson. Nope, they're going to pass. pass it. Johnson completes. Tibbs. First down, Wildcats. Left some meat on the bone. Snap that with 6 on the play clock. Pushing the pile. Second down and 1. Jackson. First down and more. Touchdown! How about this kid Jackson? Joe Jackson refusing to go down.
I don't think his knee touched. It was too exciting to say anything other than that. The spin, the whirling dervish, and he.
Oh, yeah.
Why seam?
4-man rush.
Nice. There it is.
Drive continues. Nice pitch and catch out to the 39-yard line. Omarion Miller.
You can see that seam route just sitting there, right? That's 14-plus yards, man, on that one. He squats it down and sees it there. They weren't using a Y, but that inside receiver acted just like one.
Oh, they just get it off before the 2-minute timeout. And they get another first down. Kansas State may have thought that we're going to get to the 2-minute timeout.
Well, no question about that. They need to do it fast, too. That's the deal.
Salter on first down. Little crossing route to Miller. That's going to keep the clock moving.
Yep.
Short gain. Pickup of just a yard.
Preston Hedges, good job of him coming up and defending to keep him in play. Clock, more importantly, continues to roll.
Colorado has an excellent kicker, and Alejandro Mata. Blitz up the edge. Salter sneaks out of it. Makes something out of nothing. Clock continues to move.
And they're going to sleep a lot better now.
On the ground. Jackson. Pickup of 9. That is almost ideal. Sometimes you don't even want 10. Has been in Manhattan. All right, there's your double zeros. Game is over. Sure hope you enjoyed it, Spencer. It's been a magical year, my man.
Love you, mean it.